This is the Amazon Echo Flex, a small smart speaker from Amazon, and by far the worst smart speaker I ever tried, but I end up enjoying this over my other smart speaker from Amazon to this date around our home. And here's why. Hi, this is Art again from Few Texts Later, and today we will be talking about the Amazon Echo Flex and why I love it so much, even though it's the worst thing in the world as far as being a smart speaker after using it for over 10 months now, and see if this speaker is still worth it in 2023. That is, if you can still get your hands on one, since the Flex was discontinued already, so getting it can be tricky. I will leave a link in the description where you can still get yours. And before we get to the review real quick, I just want to make an announcement. A few weeks ago, we already launched our website where you can read all the latest news, deals, and how-to content about tech and smart home. So if you prefer consuming content on a written format, head over to our website at fewtextlater.com. We post daily content in there, so check that out. Now that is out of the way, again what we have here is the Amazon Echo Flex, which is the smallest full-size speaker excluding the Echo frames and some Echo buds from Amazon. This works as any other Amazon smart speaker where you can control your smart home devices, ask Alexa what's the weather, ask random questions, do computations, etc. So whatever you can do from an Echo Dot or any full-size Echo, the Echo Flex can do it as well. Before we get deeper into the conversation, what's included in the box is the manual and the speaker itself. And that's about it. Now looking at the speaker closely, in front we have two microphones and an LED indicator, an action button to wake the assistant, a mute switch in the center, and a speaker grill at the bottom, and a USB-A port underneath. And for the nerds out there, let's run down its specs. The device is 2.83 in width, 2.64 in height, 2.05 deep, and it weighs 5.3 ounces or 150 grams. Now talking about the speaker size, it comes with a 1/8 inch speaker, which sounds horrible. The speaker itself can connect to both 2.4 and 5 GHz Wi-Fi network. It comes with Bluetooth if you want to connect your other devices like your phone to play audio out from the Echo Flex. And if you end up importing it from another country and the product weight is your concern, the entire packaging weighs about 0.38 pounds or 172 grams. Now let's talk first about everything bad about this, and that is the sound quality. It's too bad. I can't emphasize that enough. I'm not an audiophile, but by just listening to it day in and day out, I really hate how it sounds. Whether it's a song or a podcast, which I don't expect so much since I watched other reviews on this device that was posted years ago and I completely agree with them with how this thing sounds. And basically that's the only cons. Now let's talk about what I love with this speaker. First is the size. It's compact and perfect to any room. It could be in the garage, hallway, countertops, basically anywhere since it doesn't have this cable like other smart speakers that are out there. It gives you more flexibility to where you can install it to anywhere that other speaker can't. Which comes to my second point why I like this is how it's being powered up. Unlike the other smart speakers from Google, Apple, and even Amazon, most of them are being powered by an adapter with a very long cable. For the Echo Flex, you can save some mess and space by plugging it directly to an outlet. Third, another thing I love with the Echo Flex is the USB-A port at the bottom. You can plug in anything to it to get power, like phones and other gadgets that require power. I use it as a power adapter with our Casa indoor camera. This saves me another adapter that I can use for other devices in our home, like other security cameras that should be plugged in all the time. You can get third-party attachments to use as an ambient light or a motion sensor, expanding the usability of the device. Next thing I like with this device is the voice recognition. I don't really need to shout or say the command twice if I need Alexa to do something for me. It captures every command like 95% of the time, and it can easily distinguish if I'm the one talking to her or if my wife is talking to it. Last is the addition of the 3.5 audio out. Even the Echo Flex has the worst speaker on the market. You can simply fix that by plugging an external speaker through this 3.5mm audio out for better audio quality and make that dumb speaker smart. So what do I think with the Echo Flex for 2023 and beyond? I think this is still a good buy. That is, again, if you can get your hands on one. Because right now it's very difficult to get one that is brand new or at least decent. But if you do, I'm pretty sure you will not be disappointed with all the things that it can do. Just expect that its audio quality alone is trash. But other than that, you can get the best bang for your buck. Especially if you have other Alexa devices in your home. Adding an Echo Flex will give you so much more. Like basic announcement, dropping in from one speaker to another. And to find out more how you can maximize your Echo devices if you have multiple of them, check this video right here. And I left an affiliate link in the description where the Echo Flex is still available. And yeah, there you go. That's our long-term review of the Echo Flex from Amazon. Overall, I really love this device over my other Amazon-powered smart speakers. If you found this video helpful, a like is very much appreciated. And to see more videos just like this one, consider subscribing. This is Art again from Few Texts Later. Thank you so much for watching and see you in our next video.